Winner, winner, Gwin or pinner. Check it out. We're here with the all-new KENDA pinner. It's KENDA's dry tire aimed at the gravity market with some design help from none other than Aaron Gwin himself. We've been riding these bad boys for a couple weeks now. We've logged a few miles and we have our initial impressions we'd love to share with you. We were able to ride these tires in the AGC casing, which is KENDA's gravity casing, as well as the ATC casing, which is their lighter duty trail oriented tire. Both tires use a dual compound setup with a harder compound on the inside, softer on the outside. They also have softer rubber on the cornering or edge knobs to help it hook up. The firmer centers keep it rolling fast. And that's going to be pretty important to a guy like Aaron Gwin. So, what did we think? How did it hold up? Well, let's dig into it. When it came time to mount up the pinner, we set up both tires on Stan's ZTR Flow wheels. While both tires mounted up snugly to the rim, the AGC was noticeably stiffer and actually created a tight suction to the wheel. Getting the tires mounted and seated was a one-shot affair and among the easiest tires in recent memory. The 2.4 width is a fantastic size for all-round trail use. It is large enough to handle rough terrain, but not so large as to become unwieldy or cumbersome on long climbs or those mellower bits that can make up much of the ride. The topography design on the sidewall may not be for everybody. Our trail buddies were sure to give us a ribbing about it. Honestly, we kind of dig the design. When it came time to get on the trail, swapping the pinner went a little something like this. Friday, go ride on our go-to setup, Maxxis Assegai and Minion DHR Exo Plus tires. We came home, swapped to the pinner, and rode the same trails on Saturday. Right away, we noticed the pinners felt like a faster rolling or feeling tire. Concerning rolling speed, tread patterns and wheel sizes have both been compared here on Vital, with really only the tread compounds making a large difference. For some reason though, when we hit the dirt, some tires just seem to roll faster. That said, some of the fastest rolling tires we've ever ridden were also some of the most terrifying when we hit the brakes or had to change direction. The KENDA pinner does not fall into that category, thankfully. Laying the pinner into a corner is met with a smooth, confident feel all the way through. There was never a scary void in the tread, nor did the pinner seem to suddenly lose grip. The tires were excellent in slowing the bike down on loose-over-hardpack and large rock slabs. Our first ride together had me beaming. This was an excellent tire. On one particular ride, after a long rock garden, the rear tire went pretty low. The ATC pinner was inspected with no immediate damage found. We popped the bead and the new sealant we were trying out had dried out almost completely in a matter of a week. We threw in a tube and finished the ride. The next morning, we were able to locate a very small hole in the tire. The tire was filled with Stan's sealant, inflated by a floor pump, and never lost air again. One of the steepest and most rowdy descents in the area thawed out during testing, and the pinner was put to the test multiple times. Over and over again, the pinner performed beautifully. We were genuinely amazed at the performance of KENDA's newest offering. Now, when it comes to durability, we tested out the AGC and ATC versions of the pinner in the terrain for which it was designed, primarily in the rocky stuff. After about 60 miles on the tires, we were seeing some marbling on the inside edge / cornering knobs of both the AGC and ATC. The center knobs on both tires are holding up quite well with virtually no visible signs of wear. It is interesting that our AGC, the more heavy-duty casing, had several small cuts to the sidewall, exposing the yellow aramid strands that create the 3 layers of the KENDA vector shield. Right now, these battle wounds seem purely superficial and are not causing any performance issues. Alright, so what's the final verdict? Well, let's recap here. The new KENDA pinner seats up easily, even when worn. Cornering control is consistent and predictable, which is not a euphemism for how easily it breaks free. The tire hooks and holds in the corners. Riders have traction for days on a tire that rolls relatively fast. We haven't logged a ton of miles on the pinners, but our initial impressions won't have us removing them once testing is done. Add to that the blessings of the GWIN'S, and the KENDA pinner is a compelling tire. Make sure you check out vitalmtb.com for the full review. Leave your comments below. and we'll see you on the trails.